Hey everybody, welcome back to episode number 3 of Bag, Boarded, and More with my man Hector.
That's me.
I'm Anthony. We're here bagging, boarding, and the mores, I guess, today are going to be talking.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking.
Oftentimes.
Also, first off, this table looks amazing. These covers are...
It's a hitter. This week's hitters. All hitters.
All hitters. A lot of hitters.
A lot of hitters. A lot of good titles. A lot of crazy art.
Yes. So I know we normally do this after like topic 1.
Yeah.
But let's just knock it out of the way. What's your favorite book on the table?
I can't pick one. I can't pick one. I mean, okay. So
I know you can't pick one because your favorite artist has multiple.
First off, Jenny Friesen is popping up everywhere. She's on, she's all over the place.
Justice League, Absolute Wonder
Woman. Yep.
I mean,
but you know what? I'm gonna go air. If I have to pick one favorite book right now, just because of how instrumental it is to the comic book world, the storytelling world, it's Batman 158.
Okay.
Batman 158 was our most requested book on our pull list this week.
Okay.
It's about 5 times more than any other book requested.
No, 1,000%.
And that's because this is the beginning of the Hush story arc.
Love it.
Second time it's been done, and the first time was spectacular. One of the most popular story arcs in comic book history. And now here we are doing it again. Hush number 2, dude. And they're not holding back.
I like it. I'm going to pick 2 just because first off, this cover right here, it's not going to do it justice to show it on the screen. But it's obviously got the gold. It's got the white. I like the simplicity. Also, it's like embossed.
It's embossed.
It's so beautiful.
This is what we call a gimmick cover.
It is so beautiful.
Yeah. When you get your hands on it, you see the embossed bats, the embossed Batman logo.
It's sick.
This is actually an incentive cover that not everyone's getting.
Yeah.
Not every
that thing is sick. Hands on it. And then second, just because he came into the shop actually Black Friday past year.
Who was that?
Tony Fleece.
Oh, Tony Fleece
and Tone Rodriguez, who work on Feral, and I always just like the Feral design. I love the Feral books.
Yeah, you know what I love too is that they do these horror movie homages.
Oh yeah.
Did you see this issue's horror movie homage? It's the Scream 2 homage.
That's sweet.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah.
Dude,
so always a big fan of Feral.
Okay.
I love Feral.
Yeah, gotta give Tony Fleece that shout out, man.
Yeah. And Tone Rodriguez, who's the third name here.
Yeah.
He actually came in as well. They signed a bunch of covers for us. It was super awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, good choice. I respect it.
Fair enough.
Way to get ahead on that one.
Let's kick into, I guess, question number 1.
Shoot.
Topic number 1. We were talking a little bit about it after the show last week about movies.
Yeah.
And stuff that was coming out. We had some eternal breaks, so we were talking about cards and movies and all that stuff.
Sure.
Got us thinking top 3 comic book movies.
Okay. Yeah.
So
top 3 comic book movies.
Yeah.
I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up Christopher Nolan's Batman.
Okay. Yep.
Gotta. And if we're gonna specifically dial down which one, of course, come on now, Heath Ledger's Joker in the second movie.
That is on my list.
Oh, that's on yours too.
So I will take.
Oh, I stole that.
No,
so now you need a third one.
You're good.
We'll go tit for tat.
You're good. I think we can. I mean, whatever. I don't know where you have it on your list.
Oh,
but I mean, I would say for me, it's probably 2.
Right there in the middle.
So I'll give you my 2. My 2 is Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
By
number 2.
Batman. So
okay. Just to make it a little challenging, I'll call Dark Knight my 3rd.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll call Dark Knight my 3rd. What's your 3rd?
My 3rd is, and this is just because I'm old school. I don't even know if Hector was alive when this came out, but the original X-Men came out in 2000.
I was alive. Come on, man. I wasn't in high school yet, but I was alive. The original X-Men.
The original X-Men.
Okay.
Like, the first time you get introduced to Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
It's monumental.
You got Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier.
Yeah.
James Marsden as Cyclops.
He's always Cyclops to me.
That group is like that.
Halle Berry.
Yeah, Halle Berry is Storm.
Sure.
Yeah, Famke Janssen as Jean Grey.
Oh, and who played Beast?
Who did?
He's back.
Why am I missing? Yeah.
He's back in the MCU as Beast again.
Why am I? They're screaming.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Come on.
I can't.
Okay.
I'm gonna pass because I'm gonna screw it up.
Good enough. We'll get back to it.
But the reason why it's so good is one.
Kelsey Grammer.
Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah. Sorry. Go.
You are correct. Awesome. His daughter actually plays the voice in Rick and Morty.
Who? Oh, you weren't expecting the follow-up.
Yeah,
you weren't expecting the follow-up.
But
right.
I'm probably getting yelled at for that too. But first, the 2001, obviously, it wasn't the first Superman movie or first superhero movie.
Oh, okay.
But it was like the rebirth of like that and like Spider-Man.
Sure, and, that's right. That was around Tobey Maguire's
starting to come back out, which laid the groundwork for all the other ones that I think we've gotten after that.
Fair enough.
So
fair enough.
For me, that's a big one.
Showed us what we could do right.
Yes.
Definitely showed us what we could do wrong.
For sure.
And that's interesting coming from, because is it safe to say you're not a primarily comic book driven, that's not your interest behind it?
No.
It was really the cinema.
Yeah, for sure.
Because us comic book nerds,
Mm-hmm.
you know, Hugh Jackman's talking about, you know, teasing, or they're on the plane teasing yellow spandex.
Yeah.
And we're like, yes, that's what we want to see.
Yeah. 1,000%.
Give us the gear, dude. Okay.
No, yeah. So from a pure cinematic and like comic book crossover, I think that was like the start of the new era of comic book movies.
And you know what? I think it was also a time where it introduced the idea that it's worth investing in comic book movies to these bigger companies too.
Yeah,
it was like there's money to be made here.
Oh, for sure.
So
I think that movie did like $300 million at the box office.
Oh my god!
Like, yeah, pretty good one. So.
Important to history. I'll give you that. Yeah. I like that. Okay.
So now you're on your number two.
Number two. I mean, number one. Firstly, as my number two, I am a Michael Keaton fan.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm also a Tim Burton fan. And what beautiful baby did they make?
Yes.
But the 1989 Batman.
Amazing. He's my Batman. He's always my Batman.
That's your Batman?
That's my Batman.
Michael Keaton's your Batman?
Michael Keaton's my Batman.
I love Michael Keaton in the Flash movie too. Did you see?
I did.
It got a lot of bad reviews.
I know.
But I'm telling you, he was whooping butt, dude. He was whooping butt more than I think he did in his own movie, in his Tim Burton movies. So you know what? Michael Keaton. So Batman 1989's Batman.
Okay. That's a fair one.
That's
Michael Keaton should. Sidebar: Michael Keaton might go down as like one of the bigger comic book actors because he's also in Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, Vulture.
Yeah,
there he is. That's a fun one.
So you know what I'm saying?
That's a fun one.
Mm-hmm. He's got a couple, you know, and also you know they do make Beetlejuice comic books.
They do. Oh, you know what else Michael Keaton did? Birdman.
Yeah. He won I think he might have won an Oscar for that.
Some might say he's really spreading his wings.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to give you my number one because I think I have two number ones just because I can't distinguish them apart.
Okay.
But they're the same franchise. So Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse, and now blanking. Across the Spider-Verse.
I wasn't even considering animated.
Equally love them both.
I wasn't even considering animated. Yeah. I would if I were to choose one of those two, and that's not going to be my number one choice, though. Actually, maybe it will. But I would choose the second.
Yes, me too. I like the second one better too. If I had to like pick, if you're going to make me make a 1A, 1B,
yes,
1A is the second one. 1B is the
which was
Across the.
One was Into.
I wrote it down because I wanted to make sure I knew it. Across the Spider-Verse is the second one.
Yep, and then
Into the Spider-Verse is the first.
Okay, Across the Spider-Verse. It was such a display of art too.
Yes,
like they're in Gwen Stacy's world, and it's all colorful pastel.
Yeah,
and then the colors change because of their moods.
I love it.
Oh my god,
I love it.
What a knock out of the park!
Such a good storytelling arc. Probably could only be done in animation at this point.
Yes,
because. That would be. I mean, I guess they probably could, but it maybe wouldn't look as good.
No,
but man. I mean, from the sounds to like, I mean, they just matched everything up.
Every department was swinging on all.
Mm-hmm. And I love how it has the comic book feel to it. Like they bring like the layering to it from time to time, where it looks like it's jumping off the comic book page.
Even the frame rate,
that
they introduced into the first one.
Oh yeah,
was inspired by, you know, giving you that comic, you know, feel to it.
1,000%. So that's for me. That's 1A, 1B. So
yeah. Oh, okay. So number one for me then. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, guys. Listen. I know Justice League wasn't great, but when like Zack Snyder's Justice League,
yeah,
oh, that hits.
okay,
I'll watch it straight every time, and I don't know if you know this, but it's so long.
yeah.
I think 8 hours.
I mean, it's long.
Is that right?
That
They had to separate it into chapters.
I mean that
to make it consumable.
I mean, it is a long movie. I wouldn't say. I don't know if it's 8, but that's even. It's got to be close.
All I'm saying is, if you watch the first Justice League and you didn't watch Zack Snyder's Justice League, it's a different movie.
Yeah,
different movie. Give it a shot. I love it, and I'm upset that's where it ended.
Okay.
I often say that horror movie directors make the best superhero movies.
They do.
Zack Snyder, coming from the zombie realm.
Yeah.
Doing this. Sam Raimi.
Yep. I was going to say that.
Crushed Spider-Man. Crushed Multiverse of Madness. He did. And then you have the director that did, I don't know if you would consider this horror, but Matt Reeves.
Yes.
Who did Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Crushed. This might be a hot topic, but Robert Pattinson's The Batman. Yeah. I think he did amazing.
Emo Batman?
Emo Batman.
Yeah.
Okay, we all have our opinions on Robert Pattinson's
That movie was dark.
Batman.
But I thought he did a good job.
I think the action was amazing.
Movie was a little dark for me though, like cinematically.
I mean, you know. Oh.
Like the look of it was just
that might be your age.
I mean, I'm blind.
So
yeah.
But I understand. I feel it. It is the Nirvana. Okay, good enough. Good stuff.
So I think that's solid. I also, just as a side note, throw in like a honorable mention. Anything Guardians of the Galaxy, I just love because it's campy and also like fun and like, but then serious. It's like everything in one.
I'm wildly excited that James Gunn is leading the DCU now.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, he did Guardians.
I'm excited to see what he's going to do with it.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, Superman,
overall.
and I hear the overall consensus for everybody that's seen the Superman like screenings.
Yeah,
has said that when it needs to be serious, it's serious, but they know how to have fun.
That's the thing I like about Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like it's not like serious. It's like there's like the levity, the fun.
Yeah,
there's like
because then you have movies like Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah,
which could be argued that it was too goofy.
Yeah.
Too silly.
Yeah.
So the balance is
gotta have a balance.
Balance needs to be there.
I like it. Speaking of a balance.
Oh.
Those will make a sweet changes.
Oh, you're good at the transition.
I'm gonna try. Obviously we have an art thing that we are looking at. There's also a business side of comics. We kind of like kicked back and forth, like talking a little bit about the Olympics and like, the difference between like skateboard run, maybe like if they do the same trick, you know, we have two people drawing Wonder Woman. Who's better, right?
Sure.
So we wanted to talk a little bit about that, the gamification.
The gamification of the comic
like how industry. Because last week we talked about favorite artists. But like, who's the best artist? How do you figure that out? Is there a way to figure that out? Is there a way to gamify comics and figure out who the Michael Jordan is? You know what I mean? Like,
yes. So then that makes me wonder, right? Yeah. Who is it that we're gamifying this for? Is it the reader?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Is it the writer? Is it the artist? You know, who are we putting up? It's very appropriate that we are in Olympic City, USA.
We are. That is true. That is true.
Baby.
That is true.
Selfless plug. If you're in Colorado Springs,
come see
us.
See us at the
8003 North Academy.
You're the man. And then also, if you're not in Colorado Springs, Hector does Whatnots on Tuesday and Friday. Tuesday at noon Mountain Time.
Correct.
Friday at 5:30 p.m.
That's me.
And
spend a couple hours with me.
Awesome shows, fun times,
dude. Growing. It's a community at this point.
It's awesome. And then trade nights, obviously, are always fun because we're getting people in from that. So
you know what? Speaking of the community, Ali, if you're listening right now, Ali Sounds, congratulations again on getting engaged. Dude, this guy, like, you know, I got a guy that comes in. I don't even want to call him a customer at this point. You know, it's become such a beautiful community. He's like, hey man, been waiting to tell you. Got engaged.
That's so awesome.
I'm like, dude, this is beautiful. Everybody in the chat's congratulating him.
That's awesome.
So one more congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you, man. It's a community we're building here.
Yeah.
But back to the subject at hand. how do we gamify comics?
Yeah, does it need to be gamified? That's a good question.
Would that hurt?
Yeah.
Right? Because
I come from the sports side more than comic side. My brother's an artist, so like I love comics, but like I'm not as knowledgeable as Hector by any means. But like from the sports side, like it's like you open a pack of basketball cards from this year, you know who you're looking for, right? You're like looking for these rookies, LeBron, Wemby, Luca, right? Like you know kind of who to be looking for.
Yeah.
If like you're a casual comic book fan, you might not know Jenny Frison or
How dare you?
Or
David Nakayama.
Yeah. You know, you might, so like there's like, how do you? Because
when it comes to if it comes to art,
and then also writers and everything else too. The writing's an interesting part. That's like a whole nother layer.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I guess between writing and art, there's trackable measures. Yeah. Right. How many of these covers sell?
That's true.
How many of these books of this story writer sell? Yeah. So there's trackable something there.
Yeah. And I think there's a little bit. I think I mentioned it last episode when we were talking about favorite artists. Is like Jim Lee has like my 3 favorite characters. His version is like the version I think of when I.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so like, and I just mentioned with Batman, like, Michael Keaton's my Batman. Like, I guess it's like kind of like who
influence,
like who, like when you think of Wonder Woman, who do you think? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
interesting.
Like when I think of like Batman, who's drawing? Are you thinking? You know what I mean? Like that, maybe that's a good way to gamify and figure out like.
So then, as you mentioned before, it's kind of subjective to the audience.
Yeah, because some of that's nostalgic. Like maybe that's the first time I saw that character. Maybe that's okay. So like that's where it becomes like a.
So it feels like this falls more into the realm of cinema, music, not sports.
No, yeah, it's definitely away from sports a little. But like sports is kind of where you think, because you think of competitions. So you're like, like if you put like 16 people who drew Wonder Woman on like a March Madness bracket, like who's the number 1 seed? Who's the number 16 seed?
Jenny Frison.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
so man, okay.
So that's where like the sports thought was coming. But like you're right, it's so nuanced.
It is. So do we need it then?
I mean, I think the thing is like, I think it would be good, but also bad.
Because there are recognitions.
Yeah.
People do get awards for this stuff.
That is true.
But how do we move this to how do we introduce more people to comic books?
True. Yeah, through the gamification.
Like if there's a game show, right?
Yeah.
There's a game show.
It's just knowledge, right? At this point.
Which sucks. And that's where we're at.
And how do you get out of the just pure knowledge base and be like, have a fun like discussion on something that doesn't have to be strictly knowledge. It could be feel and like
here it is.
Thought. Yeah.
No discussion.
Okay.
Game show goes, you gotta use a lasso to do something. Boom. Wonder Woman, check, right? Think of it like a Ninja Warrior, maybe.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You go through this obstacle course. You got a Batman glide.
I like that.
Right? And then, who knows? Superman punched through a random wall.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of what were those old... Dude, there were the shows. It was like before we started doing Splash and Ninja Warrior. They would dub the audio and they would.
Is it the ones where like you had like fit in the hole in the wall or whatever?
It evolved into that eventually.
Yeah.
But sure.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Comic book themed.
Okay, that's a good way to gamify.
Would you get on board?
I think that'd be cool.
I would get on board.
Yeah, and you get introduced.
How good of a Batman are you?
Yeah, how good of a Batman?
Maybe there's a puzzle.
Ooh. That's a good point. Puzzles.
I think we're cooking on something.
I think that could be a good avenue to
superhero obstacle course.
Get people, because like the new reader has to be able to find it somehow, right? Like, and it's like if they're just told like, nothing against like Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, but like, do we need another movie for Batman, Spider-Man, Superman? Or do we need another? I don't know. Like G.I. Joe's had movies. Like I'm trying to think of who's up on here, but like,
okay.
Like, can we introduce some more characters that can become the next Superman?
I mean, and Marvel has done a great job at that.
Yeah.
I mean, not many.
I say Iron Man's stock raised since Robert Downey Jr.
Robert
played
Downey
him.
Jr. I agree with you. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Nobody really knew that name.
I mean, shoot, Groot and Rocket and all that.
Right?
I mean,
it's funny we talk about this. You see what book's over there in the corner? It's The Mummy.
I do see that. That's a good point.
And I knew of The Mummy before.
Yeah.
Cinema before.
Yeah.
Comic books.
That's true.
And then right below him over there.
Yeah.
That's Spawn, baby.
Yeah.
When's that movie coming?
We talked about that last week, didn't
we? Jamie Foxx.
But yeah, I mean, and then, you have a Doom poster on the wall.
Doom posters there.
I mean, obviously, Downey Jr. again. We're going to...
Doom's blowing up, man.
So, I mean, Doom has become nuts. And then Fortnite,
yeah.
I mean, shoot, I guess that's a way to gamify it, too.
Introduce it to existing games.
Fortnite. I know my son knows a lot. You've met my son. He comes in here. He knows a lot of comic book characters.
Yeah.
Probably more than me.
Yeah.
And most of it's from Fortnite exposure.
I second that.
So maybe that's the way.
That's how we introduce the culture.
Yeah.
Through popular mediums like...
That makes sense.
Fortnite.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's how they did it.
Okay.
For me as kids, I mean, they put them in Happy Meals. They put them on Slurpee cups. I mean, maybe Fortnite's that way for this generation.
Fortnite's that medium.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
I support it.
All right. I think it was a fun topic.
I think so. I think we cooked up something there. I think we should have trademarked a thing or two. But you know what? Y'all heard it here first.
If you have a good idea of how we should gamify or introduce it to the youth, or put it in the comments.
Because that's the goal here.
Yeah.
That's the goal here.
Yeah.
That's the goal of building a platform.
Oh, for sure. We want to bring more people into comic books because the long-term, obviously, business and fun of continuing to support artists and writers and stuff is to sell books.
To sell. And you know what? The industry is starting to get touched by maybe less favorable aspects of other industries, like for example, like I was really big into sneakers growing up, as a child.
Oh, for sure.
But then it became this thing where it's like, you got to camp for 12 hours to get these shoes, or you got to be online at a certain time to get these shoes. And now what? Now you're not getting them for retail. You're getting them well above.
Yeah.
So the industry is getting touched by
a little bit of that.
A little bit of that.
I think a lot of the collectibles industries are. Like, I know Pokemon is. Sports a little bit.
That's what it is.
So it's like, I think it's like...
It's a collectible.
It's the collectible influx. And people see dollar signs and see,
Yeah. But what I want to grow is... Yeah. I want to grow the storytelling. I want to grow the passion, the love for the love of the game.
Because somebody,
let's do it.
Some kid now might be the defining, person who does a Batman.
Sure.
It might be the one who run it, re-engineers what that is.
Man, the next Jim Lee.
Yeah. Shoot.
This Batman 158. Right up. Let's go. I can't stop talking about it.
It's so awesome.
Hush, baby.
Well, shoot. I guess that kind of leads us into the last one, which is going to be kind of fun.
Oh, this is the surprise question.
Yeah, last.
I like this new routine that we have.
That you don't know what the last question is?
I don't know what the last question is.
I do too. So staying on the movie aspect.
Okay.
And comic book movies.
Uh-huh.
You have to take 2 actors or actresses or an actor, actress, whatever.
Okay.
And Freaky Friday those things. And they have to go play the other person's character.
Get out of here. Okay. 2 actors, flip roles. I would like to see Jeff Goldblum and Michael Keaton flip-flop.
Okay.
Put Jeff Goldblum...
Which characters?
Oh, which character of Jeffy?
Yeah.
Jeffy G? I want to see... It's got to be a silly one, man. It's got to be something like... Let's go recent, just so everybody can relate. I want to see the Grandmaster from Thor.
Gotcha.
As Michael Keaton.
Okay.
And then I want to see Jeff Goldblum rock the I Can't Turn My Neck batsuit.
Oh, dude.
What's Michael Keaton going to look like? I mean, what's Jeff Goldblum going to look like?
That
prancing around in that thing.
That'd be kind of sick, actually.
Sign me up. I'm like getting excited the more we talk about it.
Damn, I kind of like that.
I got to fill Aiden in on this one.
Dang, that's wild.
He's going to lose it.
Oh, man.
All right, hit me. Freaky Friday, me, brother.
All right. Shoot. Okay, let's do... I kind of want to do like some like odd, super crazy.
You're gonna put Ben Affleck in Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman suit. What are you gonna do here?
That'd be kind of wild, actually. No, but that would be, what'd be really awesome is actually seeing, thinking Tom Holland, Spider-Man.
Interesting. I see.
Move with, and just because. No, I don't want to. Dang.
You stumped yourself? You were supposed to stump me.
I was like, dang. I was like, maybe I should do that way.
Okay, Tom Holland.
This would be kind of weird, and I guess maybe. What if we did Tom Holland? Since you've already mentioned it in this, Tom Holland's Spider-Man flipped. So Tom Holland's playing the other character.
Sure.
With Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Oh.
Tom Holland as Batman.
Yeah.
Rob Pattinson as Spider-Man.
Oh. I'm going to tell you right now. That's actually more like probably actually appealing than funny.
Yeah.
You've seen Tom Holland play some serious.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Roles,
I think it'd be interesting.
I think Tom Holland can be a young Batman.
I think he could too.
Especially the way he's looking now.
For sure.
He's growing up.
Definitely. I think that could be an interesting one. I don't know if Pattinson could pull off the Spider-Man.
That's my only concern. And Pattinson's a great actor.
But
people really hold him against that Twilight phase.
He does.
But have you seen
Happy
Days? Lucky Days?
He's a good actor.
Good times.
Him and Tenet was good. I thought
Tenet was good.
Yeah.
You're right.
So
you know what? Yeah, the Pattinson doesn't get enough credit.
Yeah. That could be an interesting one. Interesting.
I would see. I'm more comfortable with Tom Holland as Batman though.
I am too.
As Robert Pattinson. You know Robert Pattinson's why I'm Hufflepuff all day, baby.
Oh really?
Cedric.
All right, Cedric. Got you.
Yeah, jumping out the trees.
All right.
Yeah, that's my jam.
That'd be low key. I mean, they're kind of superheroes. Harry Potter.
Oh, interesting. That's a spicy take for another day.
Are Harry Potter people superheroes?
Can we? Yeah, right? I mean, how many comics need to be published for them to be considered? They walk around in capes.
Yeah.
Cloaks and capes. They fly.
Make like...
Holy moly.
Leviosa.
I mean, Zatanna's just a musician. She's got a comic book. She's right there on the wall next to you.
That's fair. Batman doesn't even have powers.
Right. Dang.
All right, I think that's where we leave that.
I don't think I'm sleeping tonight. That was a good way to end it.
Always good.
Hell yeah, brother.
We'll do this next week. See you later, guys.
Peace out.